Can you hear me now, guys? I have just fixed the mic. There was a glitch out here. Yeah. So guys, I was saying that um, the the stock futures are pointing higher this morning, and there's a whole lot of exuberism, and investor sentiment is also buoyed up because of the ongoing Senate negotiations over a massive 4.5 trillion tax cut bill, which, if passed, could provide significant short-term boost to the economy. And now you look at this chart out here, right? I have this long-term channel which I showed to you earlier in a monthly chart. It's very clear. I am thinking that the machine algorithms are just pushing this up, and then they hit a resistance and come down. So I am thinking that this could be a logical resistance of 6,287.50. We could hit that and come down if the bill doesn't get passed. If the bill gets passed, we may probably jump above this. And then the drop that we may have could be significant because the bearish divergence is getting from bad to worse. And we are still going up, up, and up. So my shorts are really hurting me, and I probably have to liquidate. Thanks. I think David is at work, so he won't react much. So here we are. Thanks, Insta, for letting me know that you couldn't hear me at that time. So that's the S&P 500 for you. And it's going to go up further. It's already up 0.46% in pre-market. And then you have NASDAQ, which is also going up 0.65% in pre-market. And as you know, we have a technical target of somewhere around 25,938. So I'm going to start trusting the technicals. I think that reflects the market sentiment, and sentiment is everything. I know that it's going to change in a dime, and when it happens, there would be no time to recover. So I'm going to go in for longs instead of cutting my shorts. I'm going to go into longs in parallel so that I can sell it off. I'll have to watch it like a hawk, sit in front of my monitor throughout the day. I'm willing to do that. That's the only way I think I can survive. Next, look at the dollar index. It continues to keep on coming down. And we have a support here at 97.28. And we are already fallen below that today. I'm going to convert that into a resistance. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to take my US dollars into the Canadian and wait there, because I'm thinking that this is going to go down further. Dollar is likely to give further. Trump wants it to go down because then their deficits are going to be easy to pay back. Their financing is going to be much better. They want the yields also to fall, and everything is moving in the right direction. They're going to keep on destroying the US economy until the yields are down and until the dollar falls down. One of the two things happens. Right now, they have both of it going on together. So let us see how it goes. But right now, I'm not fighting the market anymore. Let's go and have a look at our indicators and see where S&P 500 was. S&P 500 has already broken through the resistance we had at 6,147, and now that becomes a support, and with building on this support, it's going to go up further. Now, we also have the bearish divergence, which has got even worse. This is looking so scary at this point of time. RSI is overbought, and we still have the MACD, which is also at a divergence, and the bullish sentiment is coming back. So we are going to be strung along for a long period of time. And if these kind of tensions persist, I'm really scared. It's like the elastic is being pulled, and it's going to snap sometime. It's going to really hurt bad. David Best says ENVX, another battery stock with big moves in both directions. Thanks, David, for that. And let's look at NASDAQ. Again, same situation with NASDAQ. Very stretched valuations. RSI, absolutely overbought. And we have got MACD also, which has got a divergence, a very significant divergence. It's a bearish divergence, very bad situation. VIX is going up 4.65% today. And then we have gold, which is up 0.18%. QQQ is up 0.66% in pre-market. It's like if I visualize a movie, I don't know if you have seen The Mummy Returns or The Mummy, one of those movies where they're trying to escape in this aircraft, which is really a World War II relic or something like that. And so at some point, the dials start going crazy. So right now, I can see that all my dials are going crazy. We have a really crazy situation out here. Even on the QQQs, if you look at this, like look at this divergence. This is absolutely crazy, bonkers. RSI overbought, everything is going crazy. And on top of this, the bill will pass and you're going to get a whole lot of stimulus out there. So buckle up. It's a wild ride, and it's very interesting. Now, having said that, let us go and have a look at put call ratio, which is absolutely bullish. Lots of calls being sold, and let us look at our AI. And in AI, we have NVDA, which is up 0.41%. A lot of NVIDIA insiders have sold shares. It may mean nothing, but it could also mean something. I don't know how the market is going to react, so we'll watch the market reaction. It's up 0.39% today. Fortunately, I had a little bit of NVIDIA left with me. I held on to it. So for us today, the support for NVIDIA is going to be around 156.75. And we have Meta, which is also again showing a whole lot of divergence, but going up. RSI is overbought, and there is a divergence on both RSI as well as MACD. I don't know how this can persist for a long period of time. We are approaching again the all-time highs. We may probably break that and go further. Then we have Google, which is up 1.74%. And we have Amazon, which is up 0.54% in pre-market trades. And now we have this diagonal line out here, which I'm going to mark green, which becomes a support now. And we have a support today at around 220.34 for Amazon. And we have Apple, which is up 0.59% in pre-market trades. Apple has been kind of consolidating, waiting and watching. It's steady out here in this range. So nothing much out here to talk about. They need to resolve a whole lot of things, and the uncertainty is much more on Apple at this point of time. And they also have to do something substantial in AI. We have the same divergence getting worse again with Microsoft. My problem with Microsoft is that I have shorted this sucker and it's hurting me. So I'm going to go long on Microsoft today, along with my shorts. I'm not selling off my shorts and booking losses right now. And if I extend this line further, I would say that for today, our support is going to be somewhere around 496.42. So that's our support for Microsoft. Tesla is down 0.63. This is one place where my shorts are working fine. Sorry about that. And I'm going to continue keeping my TSLQ. That's a reprieve for me. Oracle is up 1.97% in pre-market trades. It's still trying to break through this minor line of resistance at 214.99. And it has got support in the 9-day at 207.24. Again, when I look at Oracle, I think that it's creating some kind of a bullish flag or a pennant out here. Ideally, a bull flag has got to be tapering downwards. I think this could probably be a pennant in the making. I'll wait for a few more days before making any decision on this. But right now, the RSI has eased off. Sentiment is heavily bullish. And MACD is just about on the neutral. AMD is up 0.85% in pre-market trades. We are going to get really good support here at 143.54 for AMD. And if you look at the divergences are not looking that great. There's already a little bit of a divergence out here for AMD thanks to its steep rise. When you compare it to the overbought condition of the RSI, which is the first problem. And the second thing is the slope of the RSI and the MACD as compared to the slope of the share price is showing divergence already. And then you have SMCI, which is up 2.19%. And you have resistance at 50.29. And you have support, which is going to be at 46.09. For this stock. And Broadcom is up 1.52%. And we are looking at, let us see the chart and see if we can divine something out here. 9-day exponential is the only thing I can talk about. It's going to give support at 260.72. As far as the RSI is concerned, I think it's at overbought. It needs to cool down a little bit more. And MACD has just turned bullish. And the bullish sentiment, which was going down, is picking up again. So Broadcom is back into favor again. It's at all-time highs and continuing to go up further. And we look at Palantir, which is up 4.55%. That's a significant jump this morning. And we had a target of 160.23 for Palantir. Maybe we are marching towards that. We'll have to check how things go. But right now, despite the fact that our momentum is almost just below average, MACD has fallen into the bearish side and sentiment has been bearish. The pre-market activity shows a jump of 4.58%, which is a very healthy percentage. Either somebody knows something about Palantir. You have this news item out here. This could be the main catalyst out here. Palantir teams up with Accenture unit to provide services to US federal agencies. As part of the partnership, the company said they will train and certify 1,000 data and AI professionals from Accenture Federal or on Palantir Foundry and AI platform to develop and deploy commercial grade AI powered services for federal agencies. Financial details were not disclosed. Shares of Palantir and Accenture were up nearly 5% and more than 1% respectively in recent pre-market trading activity. This is a really good go. I think I would like to buy some Palantir right now and in the pre-market session or just as soon as the market opens, because pre-market is generally overhyped. It will fall down when the market opens and then we can buy and then it will go up again. That's my understanding. And let me just look at this candle out here. If it is at around 136.57 and our 9-day exponential is at 138.31. So if I could get to buy somewhere below 138.31, I would be happy because we're going to again chart back up and probably go towards 160.87. So that's my personal opinion. Of course, you guys can decide what you want to do on your own. SMH is up 0.59%, still riding this diagonal line of support, and it's going to have a support today at 271.61. Of course, the divergences are there. I don't want to talk about it anymore because it doesn't make any sense. You have this reverse head and shoulder here for Tempus AI, but pre-market it is down 2.50%. And I think they have placed convertible senior notes due 2030. Typically, when a company borrows, I think it should be in a better off position because the financial leverage gets more beneficiary for the shareholders because the profits are going to be divided among less number of shares, even though the capital outlay is much higher. But we'll see what happens when the market opens. Right now, it's in the negative. And let's go on and look at Rigetti because that's another thing I'm interested in. Rigetti is up 1.17%. It has not fallen drastically, so I'm happy about that. But I've lost a lot of money on Rigetti, entered in the wrong time. Still, I have got 100 Rigetti and there's a lot of losses on it, which I'm not booking right now. SMR is down 0.10% from the last trading day. But this morning, it's up 3.66%. So this looks to me like some kind of a consolidation happening out here. Probably we'll start moving up, but I don't have any patterns that I can really depend on to give some kind of a verdict out here. But looking at the 9-day exponential being at 38.56, I think that's going to be our first line of support for today. And the second line of support is 36.02. Given that pre-market we are at around 39.60. And you would continue to see that the divergence is starting to play out. We had bearish divergence, and you can see that we are now forming move downwards. And I think that SMR is mending itself up much faster. AV is another stock that I'm very much interested in. It's up 0.23% in pre-market trades, kind of. This is a drone and defense related stock. So it's going to be very much in favor, but it's already overbought. So it needs to consolidate a little bit. give up a little bit of that steam from the RSI before it can move up further. So solidly bullish out here. And TSLQ, again, it's starting to gain a little bit thanks to what is happening with Tesla. So that's what we have there. And then in genomics, I think Prime is up 0.41%, looking absolutely good. Most of our genomics investors are going to be celebrating right now because after a long time, your ship has come in. But I think the trend that we have seen is after the market opens later on, genomics gives up some gains. So do what you may with that information. Also validate it before you use that. Intelia is up 0.42% in pre-market trades. Of course, support is going to be the 9-day exponential at 9.32. Caribou Biosciences is up 2.38%, and support is going to be out here at around 1.25, and the resistance is 1.30, which is a 9-day exponential moving average. And if you look at the sentiment, it's pretty bullish. MACD is neutral and momentum is just above average. So this morning, I think the momentum is going to improve out here and MACD might turn around a little bit. So there is a good opportunity out here. Beam Therapeutics is up 1.49% and minor line of support continues to be around 15.88, and our pre-market price action is at 17.05. And therefore, our 21-day exponential at 17.12 is the immediate resistance we have. And after that, our next resistance is going to be 17.44. Altimmune is down 2.29%. This was one of the biggest disappointments for me. I was banking a lot on pemvidutide. Things didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. And yeah, I'm just giving up on Altimmune. But I had made my profits already. So I'm not that much worried about it. Verve is down 0.71%, but it's again consolidating out here. If you look at this entire column out here, even though it's a gap up, we are looking at a small bull flag and then the breakout. And the breakout is likely to go just to the maybe somewhere around 11.54 or something like that. And 11.47, I would say, would be the target for this flag out here, but there's always going to be the pull downwards. So let's see how it proceeds further. Let's accumulate more days of data, because right now I'm really afraid to take this flagpole and extrapolate it from here and say that we have got bull flag and the breakout has already happened, because it could go further and it could turn out to be horizontal, which means it's just consolidating and there is no bull flag or anything, in which case it could also come down. So there is no pattern forming as such right now. This minor portion where we were trickling downwards gave me the feeling that we are going to create a bull flag, but that has not happened. Let us see if we create a bullish pennant. Then we look at Editas, which is up 0.88%. I think support for Editas today is going to be the 9-day exponential at 2.17. And we have Illumina, which is up 0.65%. Beautiful recovery by Illumina. Their desk is all clear. Grail issues are behind them. And they're slowly coming out of this. They're done cost cutting of a lot of money to overcome their blacklisting in China. Everything is working. The new CEO, I think, is steering it in the right direction. And we're going to continue going up. I think our next resistance is going to be somewhere in the region of 103.27. Let me just put a line out here so that you can see where I'm picking that number from. So this is where I see the next resistance coming in. And we look at CRISPR Therapeutics, which is up 0.69%. Again, CRISPR investors are definitely rejoicing. There is a temptation to sell, but many people have held up. You can see that the condition is still overbought and MACD is still bullish and sentiment is also bullish. Everything is going well for CRISPR Therapeutics. And CRISPR Therapeutics has been named in Times 2025's most influential companies list for its gene editing advancements. So this is all good news for CRISPR Therapeutics. The optics are very bullish for CRISPR today, and their support is going to be at around 46.31, which is this green line of support. And I think CRISPR is looking beautiful. Allogene is up 0.85%, and it's got a resistance with the 9-day exponential at 1.25. Right now it's at 1.19. MACD, momentum, both are very weak, and bullish sentiment is also waning. But if the overall market is bullish, then even zombie companies pick up. So Allogene should definitely get some money coming its way. And you can see that in the pre-market with a 0.85% gain. Grail is up 2.29%, growing on its own right. And it's a very gentle slope of 45 degrees, doing very well. And support for today is a 9-day exponential at 45.74. And that is this red line that you see out here. PACB flat in pre-market trading. RG up 0.78 in pre-market trading. Vertex flat in pre-market trading. Ginkgo Bioworks up 5.50% in pre-market trading. Sorry. And the support is going to be 9.37. So friends, I want to take a brief few minutes to talk to you guys about what has been happening to me. And for that, I'm going to switch on my camera so that you guys can see me. Friends, I have been suffering from the flu almost a week. A friend of mine had visited and I got the bug from him, and he's gone now. But I was in terrible condition with a sore throat, coughing, unable to sleep and everything. I'm back now almost. I think today I'm feeling 100, almost 90%, 99%, I would say. And in the meantime, I had an opportunity to look at all the data from YouTube and analyze that and see what is this that people want here. Because my selfish objective is to create a retail investor community with whom I can bounce off ideas and become better in investment, and also share my understanding of technical analysis, and also learn from our viewers who may have some better knowledge than me. But none of those things seem to be happening. And this morning, a live stream was done so that we can make it free format, so people can ask their questions and people can participate in the chat section, and interaction can come in. And that in turn will push me to analyze stocks that our viewers are interested in. That has also not happened because our live stream participation is very erratic. And it's only 1 or 2 people that come in regularly, but others are not in as such. So I'm thinking that looking at the data, what our audience most likes is not the technical analysis, it's not these commentaries. What they like is in-depth videos about various genomic companies and other companies or events that are happening in the stock market. So I'm going to focus going forward on those things and come up with detailed videos of various companies or various events or various concepts related to the stock market. So that's what I'm planning to do. And I'm going to revamp the entire technical analysis free course that I had done in our channel. So I'm going to do it fresh with the extra knowledge that I have gained in the last year or so when I have been doing technical analysis on this channel. So putting all of them together, there's going to be a lot of fresh content coming in. It's going to take a little longer to make those videos because there'll be B-reels in it. I want to make it more interesting, and I want to focus on the production values and make it look much better. So I'm going to do that. Think about the videos that I made, like the videos I made on CRISPR therapeutics, where I spoke about how their sickle cell disease therapy works. Then I did a video in which I did comparison of Beam, and then Casgevy and Lyfgenia, how they work, their relative merits and demerits, and relative strengths, how they work in the body. So those kind of videos will be there, how each of these therapies work, what is the market size of those therapies, and who are the competition, what is the current standard of care, what is the cost for the current standard of care in the lifetime of a person. Therefore, what could be potential cost at which the price at which the therapy can be sold. So those kind of approach is what I'm going to take for those videos. And I'm hoping that you guys will like that. And that should do well for maybe I'll try that out for a couple of months and see if you guys like it. One of the best way for you guys to let me know is just put it in the comment section. Raj, this is what we want you to do for us, and I can focus on those things. So I'm looking forward to that, my friends. Just put it out there and say that, yeah, we want analysis of X company, or that we want you to do a video on so and so therapy. Give me some feedback, and I'll use that in order to tailor the content of the channel to make it much more of your channel, of something that is of interest to you, and I'll try to learn from that. With that, my friends, I'd like to bring this potentially last live stream to an end, and I'll catch up with you again in the new videos. Bye for now. So guys, I'm going to sign off. If you have anything that you want to share, just put it in the comment section. I'm going to monitor the comments for a minute or so before I stop the live stream. Thank you, Inf. You have always been a consistent supporter, Inf. Thanks a lot for all the encouragement that you have given me. But it seems that, the technical analysis is not something that people are coming here for. They have better channels that give technical analysis. And my approach was to learn, but it seems that in the YouTube universe, it is like run and hit the ground and run. So I don't think we are in that category right now. So we're going to stop this. But if there are any good feedbacks, right, about what content you would like to see in the channel, that's always most welcome. I want to see that in the comment section, and I can tailor that. So right now, based on the data that I have seen from YouTube for the channel, I am zeroing in on specialty videos, focusing on a company, a concept, or a therapy, and producing videos like that, because those are the ones that have been watched a lot. And all of those videos will also come with shorts to give you a very short synopsis of what the video is all about, because some people don't have 5 or 7 minutes to go through a full video. For them, it's going to be that 1 minute video. Even you would be surprised, even in the 1 minute video, people are not watching beyond 30 seconds or 35 seconds at the best, because they have other things to do. So they're just moving very fast. The world has become very fast. Now, here's the paradox. A lot of tech companies are letting go of their staff, and many people are being let go by the federal government. Now, all of these guys are going to have so much of fun, so much of free time in their hands, that they will like to watch full videos. I'm going to think that there's really a lot of new content creators coming from those that have been laid off. So this is going to be a very interesting place indeed. And all those content creators would like to learn how to become a content creator. So I may come up with a few videos on the basics of starting a channel, and I'll put it out there for those guys, and we'll see where we go from there, because the thing to do is to share the knowledge. I have gathered knowledge over the last 3 years. I must say that from the first video that I made to what I'm doing today, I have learned so much. So if I was to start a channel today, I would be much better off because I have so much of knowledge. I'll just package those things and make it available for these newly laid off people, so that they can get an understanding from someone who has already been there, and it will make their journey that much better. So expect YouTube to be a very crowded place with a whole lot of new viewers, and also a whole lot of new content creators coming in here. So friends, that's my spiel for today. And if you have some advice for me of what contents you want to see in this channel, please put that down in the comment section. And thanks, Inf, for all your feedback. You like technical? Yeah, I could do technical analysis on stocks that have been requested by users, or our subscribers or viewers, so that what I make is of use for somebody, and I can always derive learnings from there. Because technical analysis, I think I've already got all the basics in place. It's only the advanced concepts that I need to learn, like going into the options and computer algorithms and those kind of things. I can do that. And yeah, so that's about it, my friends. I'm going to wind down this video. Thanks to David Best for joining in. Thanks to Inf for joining in. And whoever else is online, thank you all so much. This is probably our last live stream. Tomorrow onwards, it's going to be special videos. We are going into the special video format. We may not have a video on a daily basis. It could be 2 or 3 in a week, or 1 or 2 in a week. I have to get into a cadence for that. But thanks for all your support so far, especially thanks to Inf, Hot Dog, and David Best.